There were 679 people on that ship. 50 of them were released, like, for example, a Turkish woman with a 1-year-old baby. Wow, out of the goodness of their heart, they let her go after she, cooperated with them. But there are 629 prisoners now. Now, the ship got boarded. We don't know when the shooting began, how it began, when it ended, how many people were killed after they had already surrendered. But the people that are on the ship are now prisoners in Israel, 629 of them. And that they need to, cooperate with the authorities. And one of the reasons they're in prison right now, of course, is because Israel doesn't want the other side of the story coming out. That's 629 eyewitnesses. They want to give CNN their strictly edited IDF tape and say, okay, run this for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days until people stop remembering about this story. And we won't give you the rest of the tape, and we won't give you any of the eyewitnesses. How dare they be in international waters? They were kidnapped, okay? It was international waters. You kidnapped those people, and you're falsely imprisoning them right now. It's like pirates coming onto a ship and kidnapping them, because they were not in Israeli waters. So, number one, you have to release the prisoners. They have no business being prisoners. You have to release them right away and unconditionally. Okay, now, of course, since the U.S. will never criticize Israel, they won't back that. They say, oh, Israel, when you get around to it, however long it takes, could you please let go of the people you kidnapped? I doubt they even said that. I'm sure they didn't say kidnap. They said, oh, I'm sure they were, Muslims and, well, some Europeans too, but who gives a damn? Way to detain those possible terrorists. You do with them as you please. That's the U.S. getting tough on Israel. This is a terrible failure in leadership by Obama. Terrible failure. Because when you do not step in as a friend to Israel and say, you've gone in the wrong direction here, as some of our allies and friends did with the U.S. when we were headed towards the Iraq War. France, Germany, etc. said, don't go there. It's not a good idea for you, let alone Iraq. That's what the kind of friend the U.S. has to be to Israel now. But no, we can't. We bow our heads and say whatever you want. So one, release the prisoners. Two, release the tapes. You want to be cute, and you want to only release the part of the tape where you show the IDF Marines getting attacked. That's fair. And I told everybody earlier in the program, hey, look, they did get attacked. You can see it on tape. But release what happened earlier, and much more importantly, what happened after. Let me see the shootings. How do I know if you don't release the tape? Maybe they all lay down, as you hear over the loudspeakers. People are laying down on the deck. Maybe you summarily executed them. Maybe you shot them in the head. Let me see that part of the tape. Well, you can't say it didn't happen if you don't show the tape. Release the prisoners, release the tapes. Now, who else in the American media is asking for that? My guess is absolutely zero people. I tuned into the coverage as it was happening of CNN and Fox News. Fox News, of course, you know what they were doing. But CNN as well. The Israeli government says this. Oh, we have a new bulletin. The Israeli government says that. And then the Israeli government says this. Hey, how about somebody else's government? How about, you look into, interview somebody from the Free Gaza movement. Interview somebody from the Turkish government. Interview somebody that thinks, hey, you know what? Maybe they shouldn't occupy 1.5 million people and basically imprison them there. How about that? No. Is anybody? And how about if you're a news organization and they send you a minute-long tape of a part of what happened, and that tape does not include the actual killings, where all the people were shot, dozens of people were shot in ways we don't know. How about you ask them, hey, how about the rest of the tape? No, you didn't think of that? No, because CNN doesn't do news. They're not news anchors, they're news actors. They get told what to say and they say it like idiots. Not one of the anchors came on and said, this is only a part of the tape and God knows what happened in the rest of the tape, but they won't give us the tape. We've asked for it because we're a news organization. You're a propaganda organization. Whoever is feeding you the propaganda, you just put it on there. Like a bunch of fools. Do I have respect for the American media? What a joke. What a joke.